What's up, everybody? IFBB Pro Seth Feroce coming at you with chicken and rice part 2, motherfuckers. So, we all know that chicken and rice is my staple. It's my staple meal. I have it just about every day, multiple times a day. The whole reason being that if you didn't watch part 1, go back watch 1, and this will be part 2. So, digestion, absorption, elimination. That's my concept here with everything that I do. If you eat foods that make you feel like shit, why are you eating them? Because you think you're going to get jacked? It's stressing your body out and you shouldn't be eating them. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't eat those foods. But we as bodybuilders, and most of the time, anybody that's trying to become fit or trying to become better, we fall into the category of, I'm just going to read this, and whatever they say to eat, I'm going to eat. It doesn't always work for everyone. I fell into the category of eating red meat 1 to 2 times a day, and it turns out it was too much. Now, does that mean that I can't eat red meat? No, I just have to use it sparingly. So, delve into this a little bit. Chicken and rice. It's the most boring fucking meal you eat. Everybody, I get questions all the time. How do you like eating chicken and rice all the time? Well, pretty easy with this. With this, I literally just bake my chicken. I'll skillet fry my chicken. I'll grill my chicken. Today we're going to bake it. I mean, literally, it's as simple as I don't buy anything over the top crazy. I don't buy all organic chicken. I don't buy, the highest grade quality because it's expensive. We all have a budget. I don't care how much money I ever make. I'll always be on a budget just because that's how I lived my life, my entire life. Didn't matter whenever I didn't have any money. It doesn't matter whenever I do have some money. I budget my money. I shop at 3 different grocery stores. One, I shop all my meat. Another one, I shop for all my non-perishables. And the other one, I shop for all my fruits and vegetables. Simply because I budget my money. I budget my shit. Now, that's something that we all need to make sure that we do. Whenever chicken's on sale, that's when I buy my chicken. This chicken right here was $1.77 a pound. This is the same chicken that they sell for $2.99 or $3.99 a pound. It's not different fucking chicken. So whenever it's on sale for $1.77 or $1.99 or $2.49, I'm buying a lot of it. So that's one thing that you always got to keep in mind whenever you're doing your budget. It's not anything, like I said, it's not anything special. This is hormone-free chicken. Hormone-free and antibiotic-free. That's just how the butcher does it there. And I'm not going over the top with cleaning it either. I've been cleaning chicken forever. I've probably cleaned millions of pounds. But when it comes to your budget, make sure you're keeping in mind. That's another reason that I do the chicken and rice, was because it fits into my budget. How much is rice? Shit, the rice I buy is $2.50 for 5 pounds. I'm not big in the jasmine rice. I just eat regular plain old white rice. I think it's a Walmart brand, for God's sakes. And I really don't give a fuck. You know why? Because it works. Don't get oversold on something that you believe because such and such is eating this kind of rice that you have to eat this kind of rice. Or because such and such is doing this, you have to do this. No, you figure out what works for you. Like I said, it's regular enriched white rice. $2.50 for 5 pounds at Walmart. So how long does 5 pounds last me? Like almost a week. So it's good. Let's wash our hands. All right, so I'm baking my chicken. When it comes to baked chicken, and literally I just put it in a glass pan, put some spray down to make sure it don't stick. What am I putting on it? I put Lowry seasoned salt. Nothing crazy. Salt it up. A little bit of pepper on each one. That's literally all I do. Every single fucking person out there can do something this simple. Some of you people are probably like, it's literally all you do. That's what you do. Yes, I keep it simple. I don't overcomplicate shit. Because my life's already complicated enough. I got enough shit going on just like you do. You got job, you got wife, you got kids, you got everything. Don't overcomplicate. Okay, we want to keep things as simple as possible. And what we'll get into next is we'll throw this in the oven. I throw this in, this will probably be, I put it on 385, probably about 35, 45 minutes, depends. I really never set a timer. I just check. I can tell when it's done, and that's how I work. I don't overcomplicate it. Now, you can put whatever seasoning you want on your food. It doesn't matter, okay? Put whatever you want on it that tastes good. When it comes to seasonings and sodium, that's another question I get a lot about, is sodium. Listen, when it comes to sodium, this is a really easy rule of thumb. Keep it consistent, okay? You cannot eliminate sodium because your body needs sodium. So don't eliminate it. Whenever you're prepping for a show, it's a little different. But even in the off season or during a contest prep up until, so many weeks out, be consistent with your sodium throughout the day. Don't go overboard. Don't go overboard. Don't go underboard. Keep it consistent at each meal. Okay? Keep all your stuff as consistent as possible. That way your body gets regulated. If you're regulated, that means that when you drop your sodium down, you'll notice. It also means whenever you have a high sodium meal, you'll also notice. You'll be like, you can use it as a benefit, such as whenever you would have a cheat meal or a high sodium meal right before you hit the gym. You'll notice the pump. But if you are consistent with your sodium, the same amount at each meal, you'll be in control. It's one more thing that you have regulated, that you have control over. And you can utilize that for training purposes whenever you want to get rounder and fuller. Me, on certain days, like on arm day, just because I like to, you got to look jacked in your fucking schmedium, right? I'll throw extra salt into my pre-workout shake, and therefore I'll be able to tell because I'll get fuller, I'll get rounder. Now, I'm using it as a vehicle. It's not like I'm going to look great. I'll start sweating more. I'll actually feel the sodium. That's not a bad thing. If you do it too often, fuck yeah, it's a bad thing. You can't put so much sodium. Just be consistent. Me, I'm consistent with how I spice my foods. I use a seasoning salt on the baked chicken every time. Whenever I grill my chicken, I usually marinate it. With your marinades, usually your marinades are higher in sodium. That's okay. Again, just understand that and work that into your program. Understand that with your teriyaki marinated chicken, it's going to be really high in sodium. Next step is condiments. Okay? Everybody always says, Seth, how do you eat chicken and rice 5 times a day and not get fucking bored? Here. We live in my household here, so we have 2 kids. There's a lot of stuff in here that I don't eat, but I'm probably eating right now because I'm eating everything. Okay, this is how chicken and rice does not get boring for me. I keep it spiced up. I don't eat the same fucking thing at every meal. If you do that, you'll drive yourself crazy, especially like in an off-season setting. You have to be regimented, but at the same time, you have to keep your fucking sanity. You can say, oh, I'm as hardcore as it gets. I can eat chicken and rice every meal and never switch. Yeah, that's great. Good for you. Me, I like the spice of life. When I'm in prep, fuck you. I'm an asshole. That's it. I know what I need to do. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm not switching from it because I know what I want to do. I'm going to fucking win. That's the mentality. But whenever I'm in the off season and I'm getting bigger and need to add some size and I'm not really worried about so much as the influx of sodium at certain meals, you have an array of shit to use. We have ketchup, Frank's, sriracha, Mexican night, chicken, rice with taco sauce. Chicken, rice with salsa. Chicken or Chinese. Chicken, rice, General Tso's sauce. A teriyaki marinade or teriyaki marinade. Hot sauce and ranch. It's a low-fat ranch. What is this? It's like a yogurt dressing. Classic ranch by Boathouse Farms. It's the shit. Pickles. Throw pickles into it. Ketchup, mustard, pickles. It's like a cheeseburger, but with chicken and rice. Listen, what I'm getting at here is there's all different ways to prep your food. Okay, you can do any of this. Keep it fun. This is supposed to be enjoyable. If you're not enjoying your meals and you're not enjoying the gym, you're fucked. You're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to be like, instead of making the progress in your off season or getting all your meals in, you're going to be like, all I want to do is fucking eat Chinese food. Well, why don't you make your own homemade Chinese food? Okay? Me, what my wife and I do and the kids, we'll make our own Chinese food. I'll take two servings or a serving of my rice, which will be about 2 cups of white rice, throw it into the frying pan, okay? Throw some teriyaki sauce, throw an egg into it, mix it up like it's my own fried rice. Then I'll throw my serving of chicken in, throw a little bit of more teriyaki or soy sauce on it. It's chicken fried rice. It's my own version. Now it's not covered in fucking oil and shit from the Chinese place. I'm able to sit there and house it with no problem and be ready for another meal. There's a ton of recipes out there, but you got to do the shit that works for you. Me, I can't. I'm not that good of a chef. I'm just really basic, and I try to keep things as simple as possible and logical in my head because that's how shit works for me. So you can do chicken and rice a ton of different ways. Don't just do plain chicken and rice. You'll drive yourself crazy. That's for prep. Another thing we do is chicken stir fry. That's how we use the General Tso's sauce. All I do is I steam fresh vegetables. I make white rice, skillet fry up some thinly sliced chicken, fry it up like Chinese food, and then dump it all together, dump the sauce on it, and serve it. It's literally as simple as that, people. Then you can have it for another meal the next day. You can have it, but always keep in mind what's in here, what's in your condiments. That's where it's going to come into play about checking your sodium, also checking sugar contents and things like that. This is very sugary. Whenever I eat this, it's usually like on back day or back day or leg day. That way I don't feel so bad and feel like a fat fuck for eating it. It's not the best thing, but it's a substitute. Fit it into your day, okay? Don't get overly stressed out about putting something on it or putting something on your chicken. Just utilize it and see how it works for you and go from there. That's pretty much it. It's basic, it's simple, it's fun. This is supposed to be enjoyable. Now, working in other foods into your day, with that, it's not that I don't eat red meat. It's not that I don't eat salmon. It's not that I don't eat other foods. I just have to eat them sparingly. Sparingly, I mean, I eat red meat probably every other day. Once every other day. Usually it'll end up being in, we'll make tacos, cheeseburgers, meatloaf. But that's about it. Right now, in where I'm at, I can afford to eat those types of meals once every other day. It's a very high calorie meal and I utilize it that way. Not so much of it as a cheat meal, it's just a higher calorie meal. Now, when it comes to adding in other types of foods, do the same thing. If it doesn't work for you or it makes you feel like shit, do not fucking eat it. Potatoes, I eat potatoes once a day right now. Pasta, probably once every 2 or 3 days. Other than that, it's just rice. Now, that'll change whenever I try to add on a little bit more size, perhaps. I'll probably do potatoes twice a day. Maybe 1 sweet potato meal and 1 white potato meal. Comes to pasta every other day. Okay, so then it might be a pasta meal and a potato meal, and then the rest are rice. It all depends. You have to do trial and error. See what works for you. But when it comes to chicken and rice, keep it spicy, keep it fun, and just like your love life, gotta keep it fun. If not, it'll get really boring. So, I don't know, add some hot sauce to that shit. Add some fucking gangster rap to while you're fucking your old lady. That'll change things up. Kinda, maybe not. But at the end of the day, keep things fun. Keep them simple, but keep them fun. I hope that helped. Keep watching all the videos. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Seth Feroce. On Snapchat, Seth Feroce. See the mayhem. Enjoy the fun. All right, everybody. Now go cook some chicken and rice. Make them fucking gains.